Hey everyone, this is Jack from the Cardboard Herald, and today we're going over 5 quick tips that anyone can employ because you don't have to be a Quizat Hatterat to get good at Dune Imperium. So my first tip for you is always have an intrigue card at your disposal. Not only does it give you more options, but it gives you more mystery. If you have an intrigue card, that is going to have opponents second guessing what your capabilities are going to be, especially during combat, which is such a sizable amount of points in the game. You want your opponents to overcommit out of fear of what card you could be flipping, or be so intimidated that they're not going to bother challenging you in the first place. Intrigue cards give you so much control, so many options, and that intimidation factor is going to dictate a lot of your opponent's plays. Second, don't discount gradual gains in each of the faction tracks. So many players will only focus on 1 or 2 in the game, but only having 2 notches up will give you a guaranteed point, and 4 guaranteed points that cannot be contested is nothing to sniff at. If you're in a situation in which you don't have a critically important strategic action to take, and it's a difference between the efficiency of different actions that are available, then don't discount getting fold space or some extra credits from the Imperial faction. Those are going to be investments for you that will pay off dividends later on, and you can set yourself up for some very sudden point games towards the end of the game. Next up, the Mentatl is so powerful, such an incredible space. Yes, it costs some of your Solari in order to get, and yes, it's going to delay some of your actions so you may have less choices, but being able to go last gives you a lot of options, especially when it comes to the contest at the end of the round. Being able to see what other people have put into the arena is going to allow you to decide, do you want to invest anything, a ton of stuff, or nothing at all? Furthermore, drawing a card gives you more options, and if you have a lot of cards that give you bonuses as you play workers, then you can take advantage of more of those in a round. And speaking of the contest, our 4th tip is that it's sometimes good to just hold back and only invest 1 or 2 cubes into that, because if you can capitalize on a 2nd or 3rd place reward for barely anything and let someone else play their entire garrison into it, then you are letting them overcommit and you are getting a very cheap payout. 2nd place for 1 or 2 units is pretty worth it. And lastly, don't overestimate the power of culling your cards. Yes, this is a deck building game, and if you played deck building games in the past, you will have an instinct to get rid of all of the starting cards from your deck, which can pay dividends in this, but Dune Imperium is unlike most deck building games where you're not cycling through your deck as often, or at least most players will not be. And so the impact of getting rid of the crappy cards isn't going to be as keenly felt in this game. So yes, consider getting rid of some cards when the opportunity arises, but don't overvalue that. Don't only seek cards that are added to your deck in order to get rid of other cards, especially if it's at the expense of other really great cards that can be added into your deck. And that's it. Those are our 5 tips in order to get better at Dune Imperium that anyone can apply. Let us know if you've tried any of these, and if you're a Dune Imperium expert, you are a Mentatl yourself, then let us know what are your own tips in order to get better at the game. And if you want to see more of these strategy videos, then let us know what games you want to see. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Jack for the Cardboard Herald. If you enjoyed this video, we have all kinds of other reviews, interviews, and recommendations via writing, podcasts, and video here on our channel and website cardboardherald.com. Our content is audience supported, so if you want to show your support, please visit our Patreon. Thank you so much for watching. This has been the Cardboard Herald.